Hi everyone, welcome back. This is the third problem of May LeetCode challenge, and the name of the problem is Ransom Note. So the problem is, given an arbitrary ransom note string and another string containing letter from all the magazines, write a function that will return true if the ransom note can be constructed from the magazine's characters. Otherwise, it will return false. So basically, we are given two strings. First string is the ransom note that we want to create, and second string are the character of magazines that we have. In the first example, first argument is the ransom note that we want to create, and second argument is the magazine characters. So in first example, let's see, we want to create the ransom note A and we have available character as B only. So can we create the ransom note A using B? No, it is false. So it should return false. The next example, we have magazine characters A and B, and we want to create a ransom note A, comma A. Okay, let's see. So in this magazine, the number of A that we have is 1 and the number of B that we have is 1. What can we do? First of all, since we want to create A, we will take 1A from the magazine. So when we take 1A from the magazine, the number of A left in our magazine will be 0. Now again, we will create next A. To create one more A, we need one more A from the magazine, but there is no A left. So it is not possible to create ransom note AA from this magazine. So we will return false. Again, in the next example, we want to create a ransom note that is but the magazine we have now is B. We will count the number of A in our magazine. Number of A in our magazine are 2 and number of B in our magazine is 1 only. Or we can write 1 only. Let's start creating the word AA. First of all, we will create first A. To create first A, what we will do, we will take one A from our magazine. So number of A left will be 1 only. Then we will go on to the next character. The next character is again A. To create this A, again we need one more A from the magazine. So we'll take one A, then number of A left in our magazine will be 0. But since we have already created the complete ransom note, so we will return true. Means we are able to create the required ransom note from this given magazine. Let's take one more example. Now suppose we have a magazine in which the characters are K, O, P, O, D, O only, and the ransom note that we want to create is suppose book. First thing is we will count the frequency of all character available in our magazine. So all character will be, first is K. So number of K in our magazine is 1 only. Then number of O, the number of O are 1, 2 and 3. So we have 3 O in our magazine. Then we will check B. So number of B is again 1. Then we will check D. Then D is also 1. Now we have find the frequency of all the character in our magazine. Now we will start creating our ransom note. First of all, we will create B, or we will take B from our magazine. Is B available? Yes, B is available. So we will take one B from our magazine and create the ransom note B. Then we will go on to the next character, that is O. Is O available in our magazine? Yes, O is available. Since O is already available, what we will do, we will take one O and the number of O left will be 2. So we will take one more O. Now we will create our third character, that is again O. Is O available? Yes. How many are there? 2. So we'll take one out of it and left will be 1 only. So we'll create one more O. Next we want go on to the next character, that is K. Is there any K? Yes, K is there. So number of K left here will be 0 and we are able to create. Now we have finished creating our ransom note. So yes, it is possible to create a ransom notebook from the magazine Kobodo. So we will return true. So that is the logic. Okay, so now let's see how can we keep track of character frequency of all the characters of magazine. For that, what we can do, we can create an array of size 26, of size 26. Since we are given that in ransom note there will only be lowercase letter, and in English we have total lowercase letter as 26. So what we will do, we will create an array in which each position will store the count of each character. Like the index 0 will store all the occurrence of character A. The index 1 will store all the occurrence of B. The index 2 will store all the occurrence of C, and similarly the index 25 will store all the occurrence of Z. Suppose we have magazine character AAB, then our character frequency array should be 2 for A, 1 for B and 0 for all others. But the problem here is that how can we map the character to their respective index? Like how can we map the character A to 0 index, B to 1 index, and so on Z to 25 index? How can we do it? Let's try to do it in code. So as per our array, the index of A should be 0 and index of B should be 1. See, we can do it using the ASCII value. In Python, if you want to find the ASCII value, simply we can write ORDA. It is returning 97. Again, if I want to find the ASCII value of B, it is 98. If I want to find the ASCII value of C, it is 99. So how can I map A to 0? Since we are starting from A, we can shift all these value to minus 97. What I mean to say is simply we can write ORD A. So we are subtracting 97 from each character, right? Now for A, it is 0. If I write B, it is 1. If I write C, it is 2. If I write D, it is 3. So this way we can create a mapping of A to 0, B to 1, C to 2, and so on up to Z. And for Z, should be 25. Let's see. Yes, for Z, it is 25. So we can create the character frequency array as character frequency array of size 25 using 0 into 25. This way we can create an empty array of size 25. We can print it. Right. So now the occurrence of each is 0. Initially, the frequency of each element is 0. Suppose we have magazine character as AAB. Now we want to add this. So what we will do, we'll simply write a for loop for each character of magazine. First of all, we'll find the index in our frequency table of particular character that we are iterating over. That will be C index is equal to the same as we have discussed earlier, ORD of C minus ORD of character A, or instead of this A, ORDA, we can simply write 97. Then what we will do, we will add this character to our frequency table. So we can add it using character frequency at C index plus equal to 1. Now we will increment the count by 1. That is it. Let's try to print. So we will print character frequency. So as you can see, initially it was all 0. Now when we have added our magazine character AAB, so it has added 2 at the 0 position and 1 at the first position or first index. Now let's create the function that was asked, that was define can construct. The first argument is the ransom and the second argument is the magazine, and put this code inside our function. Okay, so now we have created the character frequency table, and suppose our ransom note is r is equal to a and a. So for that, now we will start iterating over all the character of our ransom note, which are for C in ransom, that is R. First of all, we will find the index of this character. We will use the same method, that is ORDC minus ORD of A. Next, we will check whether this character exists in character frequency table or not. So how can we check? We will simply write if character frequency of C index is greater than 0. It means whether the same character exists in magazine or not. If it is greater than 0, yes, there are character exist. If they are, then we will pick one from the magazine. So what we will do, we will pick one and decrement the value. So what we will do, we will decrease the count of frequency for that character by 1. So we'll write minus equal to 1, character frequency at C index minus equal to 1. If suppose we are asking for a character and that does not exist in the magazine, then we will return false. And finally, if we are able to get all the characters of ransom note from the magazine, then we can create that ransom from the magazine and we will return true. So let's try to run this. Print can construct ransom and our. Okay, so now it is returning our ransom is AA and our magazine is AAB. So we can create ransom AA using AAB. Let's change the example. Suppose we want to create the ransom AAC. So it will return false since we cannot create AAC from AAB. Now the runtime of the algorithm will be, first of all, we have to iterate over all the elements of M, that is our
magazine. So if the number of character in magazine is m, then the total time to create this character frequency array will be O of m. Next is next we are iterating over all the character of our ransom notes. For that, if the size of the ransom note is n, then the time complexity for that will be O of n. And if we sum up both these, then the total time complexity for our algorithm will be O of m plus n. So if you like the video, please do subscribe to get the notification of the upcoming video of the same challenge. Thank you.